Hi there, and a very big welcome to Frugal, and thanks for tuning in today. My name's Lara. This channel is all about budgeting and living a frugal lifestyle, and as the name suggests, this is the just over halfway July budget video. Hooray! We can do this. If you're on a low or a no spend year this year, please let us know in the comments how you're doing. How is it all going? What have been your favourite moments, the biggest learning experiences, your biggest wins? Yeah, we'd love to hear. So introduce yourself and let us know how it is going. We can all cheer each other on, those of us that are doing a low or no spend challenge. And people who aren't but are interested in learning about frugality and budgeting, you have come to the right place. There is a great wee community on I was about to say FruTube. There is a great frugal community on YouTube. So loads of great frugality and budgeting channels out there. And there are just so many great ideas and tips and loads of different things. Cash envelopes, meal planning, you name it. So you're sure to find lots of really great helpful info here on YouTube. And big congratulations for taking that step and making that decision on budgeting and frugality. It really is a great tool to have more choice in our lives, and I highly recommend it, obviously. You could have guessed that, I'm sure. So without further ado, let's have a chat about how July's gone. So I'm really pleased with how July's gone. I've made a conscious effort really to cut back on spending, and I've really limited my spending as far as possible. So I'm pleased to say that that has gone well. So, beginning with the food and essentials budget. So I set myself a target of £25 per week for food and essentials in my budget. So just to say too, I'm on a low no spend year this year. I've modified my budget per month along the way as I've learned lessons and experiences. See other budgeting videos for more info on all that. But for July, so it's continued on being £25 per week budget for food and essentials, as I say. So when I say essentials, that includes household items, for example, things like toilet roll, kitchen roll, cleaning items, toiletries, over-the-counter medicines, and food bank items. Yeah, I think that's everything pretty much. And food bank items, so by food bank items, what I mean is that at the end of the year, I would like to have 52 items to hand into one of the local food banks, which means the equivalent of buying an item per week for the food bank. Even though I'm on a low budget, this is something I really care about and want to be able to give to the community in some way, because the cost of living has made it very difficult for people with food budgets. So it's a wee gesture that I can at least make at the end of this low no spend year. And despite being on a tight budget this year, giving is still something that really matters to me, and it's still such an important part of my budget that I want to stay there despite, as I say, tightening my belt. So July has had 5 weeks, so that meant 125 for the whole month. So now week one was a big spend week for me. What I did is I had a big online shop delivered. I stocked up on household and cleaning items, bought my food bank items, bought my toiletries, and in each of those I spent. So for food, I had my online shopping, so the food items for that came to £17.24. I had 7 wee top-up shops at local supermarkets, so Lidl, Morrison's and Asda. I also Now, if you've seen previous video about my June budget, I'd actually forgotten to include, because I had lost the receipt, I forgot to factor in £3.66 from week 3 of June. I'd actually thought there was only a 1 day margin, but I'd thought that week 3 was a no spend week. But then I found this receipt. I thought, oh, sugar. So, because it was a cash purchase, yeah. And also, week 4, I'd bought a £1.99 pizza from Lidl with cash. And again, I'd misplaced the receipt, so I hadn't factored that in. So I factored in the £3.66 and the £1.99 into week 1 of my food budget for July. Just to say, despite the fact I'd forgotten to include those 2 food totals in the June budget, even if I had included them, I still would have come out under budget by £1.31 for June, so I was still on track. So it's all good. But I wanted to factor these in this month instead for July to make it fair. So that was all the food. Then toiletries, I bought paracetamol, hay fever tablets because my hay fever's been pretty awful, shower gel and bath soap. Got household cleaning items, as I say. I stocked up on toilet rolls, washing up liquid, kitchen roll, food bags, food waste bags that is, bin bags, anti-bag wipes and some cat litter waste bags. I mean, I could have included them in Bella's budget, but yeah, I've put them here, so that's fine. £2.76 for food bags. So adding everything up for week 1, it came to a total of £80.60, which of course is more than £25. It's actually £55.60 over budget, leaving me £44.40 for the rest of July. Then in week 2, I spent another £1.50 on some hay fever tablets. I bought 5 top-up shops at Asda, or 4 at Asda and 1 at Lidl to be specific. So I spent a total of £15.49 in week 2. This left me £32.78 for the rest of July. Then what I did, and it was nice, I had 3 weeks where I did not set foot in any supermarkets. I just got on with other priorities and I didn't need any online shopping, so I didn't spend any more. So the final balance for July was £32.78 under budget. Woohoo! Hooray! So what I decided to do is I've just factored that into August's budget to help act as a buffer for any additional expenses for the cost of things in August for the time being. Because it's good to have a wee bit of a buffer. So I thought I would do that right now. I'm not focusing on decorating at this point. And when I do, I already have a bit of paint to use, so that's not the priority right now. I'd rather have a slight buffer for food expenses instead. Now on to sinking funds. If you've seen previous videos of mine, you'll know that at this point in time I have 10 sinking funds. So I'm just going to go through them one at a time and say how the spend, or no spend, or low spend rather, went. So first of all, I have a social sinking fund, into which I put £25 at this point. I had a carry forward balance too. So I had £35.35 in fact for July, including the carry forward balance. I spent £19.34 on having lunch out with a friend, £7.10 on having drinks with a friend, £5.45 on having drinks with a friend, leaving me £3.46 carrying into August. Day trips, I had £15 that went in, and I already had 15 in there that I carried forward, so I had £30. I decided to have a wee Weatherspoons lunch myself one day as a treat, So that was £9.73, leaving me £20.27 that I'm carrying forward into August. Because I haven't had any day trips as such, I decided to just wait till August to do that. Research and studies, I haven't used my £5 that I put into that, so it just carries over. The allotment, I had 13 already. 10 is what I put each month, so I had 23. Didn't use any, so again 23 carrying forward. Essentials and stock up fund, I had a whole 8 pennies that I carried forward. I put 15 in, I have spent the 15. I got a nail file, some earphones, a wee earphone adapter, and I bought some things in the charity shop. They were clothes that I needed, that it was a category of clothes that I didn't have what I needed, so I'm classing that under essential spend rather than treats. So I have that 8p carrying forward again into August, and then I spent my entire £15 blunderbuster, otherwise known as the treats fund, so nothing there to carry over. I have £14.25 left of birthday and gifts money, birthday Christmas gifts, that's carrying over because I bought a toy for Bella as it's her birthday today, the wee soul. I spent £4.60 sending a parcel, £1.58 on some cards, and oh yeah, that's right, because I haven't mentioned here what my starting balance was. I had carried forward funds from previous month or months, I've lost track. So in addition to the cards, I then spent another £15.93 on some gifts, cards and gift bags. Right, I'm back again because it decided to stop filming and I was just talking. Yeah, now I was saying, so cards, gifts and gift bags, and then there was a further gift that was £4.14. So adding everything up, I had £14.25 left that's carried over into August. My small holidays fund, I didn't use, that just carried over so that at some point in the future I can have another wee trip. And then £12.50 vet fund carried over and £12.50 swim fund carried over because I'm hoping to save up next year for another swim pass. So there we go. So I feel that the month went well. As I say, I really cut back on spending. I wanted to really go for it this month and I'm happy with the outcome. Please let us know in the comments below how your July has been. It would be fantastic to hear all about it, and I am cheering you on for August. Here is to another great budget-friendly, thrifty and frugal month for us all. And sending you best wishes for the week ahead. Hope it all goes well. Take care, and I will see you on Sunday for a slow cooker Sundays or budget savvy snacks vid. Watch this space. See you then. Take care. Bye.